Hey, how you guys doing? So yes, I'm a little late, but I was a little busy, but let's just go jump straight into this. So of course, we're going to be talking about the second season of Nijigasaki, the first episode just released, and of course, if you want to watch at least legally, there is one source that you can go to, and that'll be Love Live Nijigasaki High School Idol Club on Crunchyroll, as it used to be Funimation, but there was kind of a merger because Sony bought both of them at some point, so now it's going to be on Crunchyroll. One note for Crunchyroll is that if you do not have a premium account, you are very unlikely to be able to watch the day that an episode releases. Usually you're going to be a week behind. So if you're not a premium subscriber, you will be behind. So keep that in mind. But this is where you can watch. I'll give you a link to post for you guys to go ahead and watch it through an official source if that is what you're interested in. But beyond that, that's their main source. But putting that aside, we are going to be discussing this. The idea of these kind of videos, I've done these before, is we're going to go through the episode. No, I'm not going to show large segments because, copyright's a thing. So if you're expecting me to give you huge amounts of sections of the episode, I'm sorry, you're looking in the wrong place, but YouTube is probably the wrong place to look for that in general. But I'm going to go over through it, talk about my feelings, how I feel about it, and of course we're going to talk about all the songs that I come through, and just all the things that have run through my head as I'm going through this episode. And honestly, I'm really excited to see the second season. This is where we're going to have Mia, Nanju, and Shihiriko finally shown in animated form. And I'm really interested to see how they're going to adapt the story that we know from School Festival All-Stars Season 2, which, controversial might be a soft way to put it. So I'm curious to see how they're going to draw some of the elements and what is going to be considered canon, because I guess this is canon now, whatever comes through here. But anyways, really looking forward to it, and I'm really excited to have Niji Saturdays back. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in this episode, because I'm pumped, honestly. I've been looking forward to this for a while, and then after this we got Superstar, so this is going to be great. So starting off, we have this scene. This is literally the first scene in the episode of episode 1, where this is, of course, is straight up from season 1, as well as Muteki Q Believer. And we get a little kind of PV showing, where if you guys remember this is very reminiscent of the first opening, Niji Ito Passions, and of course they even have a remix version. But these girls are in their tuxedos, and I guess they're kind of like magical girls, kind of like a shonen anime fighting and all that kind of stuff. But this is, a PV, this is not actually happening, but they're using this to promote their club and, well, their thing that are coming up. And while that's happening, we see that Nanju has texted Shihiriko here, and that Nanju is now in Japan. So let's take a little moment to pause here. What does this mean, especially in terms of the old story? Well, it looks like we're not going to start with just the Shihiriko stuff. We're straight up, all three girls are here right at once. So that's where we're going to be. But the interesting thing is we haven't seen Shihiriko become student council president, so that's going to be a weird way to handle it. I'm curious to see how that happens. But it looks like these girls are very much in touch, and that Nanju's coming to Japan. And we'll have to see how that changes in the future and how that affects the story. But right away, we can tell there is going to be at least a decent amount of changes in the story. Following that, we get to see Nanju meet up with Mia. And Mia, of course, is a music producer, if you're not aware. And she produces songs for Nanju. And she makes very quality songs. And Nanju go ahead and compliments her. Now we have Ayumu getting calling you, and I think the one thing I just really want to notice is that this is Keika Sengen, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Yuma song, so I kind of like how they had the ringtones to just remix versions of their songs. I just thought that was kind of nice. But these girls are talking, and as you remember from the last episode of season 1, is that Yu has transferred to the music course, where she's going to start studying piano. So I don't know if that's critically important right now, but that is what they're discussing. In the next scene, we have these three girls who are looking to pull a lottery to see if they could use the auditorium for their club activities. This is very much like what they did in School Night Project, where I think Nico's the one who pulled it. But, spoiler, they're going to be unlucky as always, because that's just how it's going to be if they're going to make this scene. But anyways, they pull, Kasumi fails, and they are out of luck. In the student council office, we have these girls discussing things. Of course, Setsuna is actually still the student council president, but Shihiriko, of course, is part of it. And they're discussing about this School Festival, and Shihiriko takes some interest into that, and Setsuna is very, very happy about that. But past that, we have Nanju coming, and she sees Shiriko, who is handing out flyers. You know, I thought Shiriko would be a little bit less stoic, considering her childhood friend just came here from a different country. But dang, like, do you not care about her? Anyways, they enter the school, and we see the scene as we saw in the trailer, where Ayumu gets hugged by Nanju. So, instead of Ayumu the one being jealous, I guess she's the one that's jealous that someone's getting hugged. I guess that's, I don't know. I guess the table has turned here, something like that. But we also know that girls are wondering where Mia is, because Shiriko knows that there's supposed to be two of them. But Mia is by herself because she doesn't care about school activities. So that's kind of true how it was in the story before. But we know Nanju is very excited, and the reason why she's excited is that she ended up watching the school idol festival, which that is very much true from the story. But I gotta ask, why is it that specifically the choice, and why she's joining? As you remember the school idol festival, of course, yes, I think it's popular. These girls pull and did a lot of songs. I'm sure a lot of people watch it. But I figured Love Live would have been bigger, unless Love Live doesn't exist in this world. But you know, Muse, Aqua, powerhouses, I figured those would attract attention a lot more. But I guess that in terms of the real reason why she decided to go to Nijigasaki is either A, you know, her mother is the chairwoman, which they don't explain here, or B, you know, her childhood friend is here, Chihiriko. So I feel those might be reasons why she picked as well. But, you know, just saying the School Festival is the reason, I don't know if I buy that answer entirely. And then going past that, we get an interesting face from Nanju right here. And I think this face says 1,000 words, where you can really see the fact that there might be some trouble brewing with Nanju. With that face, you might see disappointment, or like, you know, I don't know about these girls so much. And we already know Nanju, it's supposed to be a conflict with these girls. So I feel like this is definitely implying there's going to be something coming about this. But, you know, going on, the girls are walking. They're going to have the PV being showed to everybody. And Yu was talking to her, and, you know, she was trying to explain that she's not a school idol. Rather, she's part of the club who supports idols. And if you actually looked at the School Festival story, a big point that's being made is that fans support the idols. And that's a big motivation that helps these girls perform, and that helps them go over the top. But Nanju finds that not useful, or rather trivial, unimportant, or like a bad reason to do it. And that saying you need their support, it's like, wow, you're reliant on them. You can't physically support without them. That's pathetic. And you're going to probably see more of this conflict happening between these girls. That's at least what I'm predicting, is that, you know, Nanju has her ideals, the school idol club has their ideals, and they conflict with each other. And, you know, the school idol is all about, oh, we want the people to support us and help us perform. And I'm just like, that's stupid, you don't need that. So that's definitely the idea what I feel like she's trying to get at here. So once the girls actually get this PV rolling, they actually got some bloopers instead of the actual main footage, which causes the girls who were planning to see this, you know, not so interested. But of course, these girls are very embarrassed because they got all their, you know, not so great moments being shown to everybody in the school. But this, of course, causes everyone to be disinterested because they're looking to see why are idols so cool. And well, Nanju, of course, is not going to be super happy about this, so instead she decided she's going to take over and show everyone why they should stay and how great idols can be. So we're going to go ahead and actually get the first song in the anime, which was created by Mia. I think it's called Utopia. And without further ado, let's go listen to the Nanju song.
Hey, it's me. 准备好没？もっと熱く圧倒的にスターリン感じるはず Plus vital ドキドキを上げる Come on it's show time Destiny Intoxicate Destiny 全部 in the way Turn it on like too good 怖い
Okay, so where do I start with this song? First and foremost, the animation is just quality, but honestly it looks really, really cool. But let's talk about more than just that, because the song is very much what I feel is very akin to Nanju's style, and I love the fact that they brought Queendom back in terms of the outfit, which I really do like that outfit on her. But it's just a great song, and it looks so pretty. I don't know if it will be my top Nanju song. I honestly have to listen to more of it, but this song tries to push ideals of the utopia, and you'll see how that's the kind of idea that Nanju has, and that's kind of our ideology, is like she's trying to always be perfect. So I feel like we might see that actually come into the anime. But after the performance, the crowd goes crazy because pretty good performance. Though I gotta ask where all this effects come from. But then the girls actually played the PV we saw in the beginning. Shihiko gets mad at Nanju because she said you can't go sing in an auditorium without permission. So she wants her to submit an apology within a week. So we definitely don't have the mean Nanju looks like. But then the girls are like, you're so amazing, join the Squall Festival. And of course she wants to join the Squall Festival. One thing is, she was also invited to join the club, but she doesn't want to join the club. And why, as I was talking before, is that their ideals don't match. She wants to be an idol who can captivate everyone, but she doesn't want the support from people. She says that is pathetic. And, I think she's kind of thinking more of the reliance on it, thinking, wow, you need help kind of deal. But anyways, the idea is she's going to be a school idol festival. She's going to be there, and she's going to be performing at it as Nanju and not part of the club. So, I mean, that's fine. The other idols perform there. But the one thing is she's really attacking you here with her ideals, but you does not back down. But that will conclude the episode. They're going to be rivals, not necessarily enemies, what it looks like. So like a toned-down version of the Squall Festival All-Star story. They're going to fight with their ideals, but we're not going to have Nanju like, I'm going to shut down your club. And I'm right, you're wrong. Nope, I'm just going to be a bully. At least that's what it appears to be. Well, we'll have to see more. It could definitely devolve into that, but I'm thinking that's what they're going to try to do. But past that, we got the ending, so let's listen to that ending theme.
だからどんな時も夢が僕らの太陽さ
So we have this ending song, which of course we have the art style that very much mimics the first season's ending theme here, and I'm just happy to see these girls being a part of it, and I don't know, that's the main thing I'm getting out of it. The song is alright. It doesn't quite feel like other Love Live ending themes, but yeah, it's still decent. But I should probably pick the other ones over this one. But at the end, we do get to see these two girls here. Why is this important? I don't know if I want to say it's important, but these girls we have seen before. If you play the Squall Festival game, we have these two girls as normal girls. They had normal rarity cards, and in fact, they're also part of the YG International Academy, which, you know, that's where Emma actually came from. I don't know if that's going to be playing into it, but maybe I'll talk about that soon. But if you're curious, those who they are, so I think that's just really cool to see them. But this is a thing that the anime has already done before, so this isn't new, but more girls, it's just great to see in animated form. And last but not least, we have the preview of the next episode. We got Kasumi looking man like usual. We get to see more of Ranju. This is also called Overlapping Colors. The one thing I do want to focus is this very, very last scene with Emma. So what could this mean? I don't know yet. I'll say I don't know in the future, but I'm thinking two things. So we just saw the girls from the YG International Academy, which of course is the school from Emma came from, and the fact that we saw those girls makes me think, you know, maybe they are involved in some way, but we're kind of seeing a face of, I don't know, dismay almost from her. So I don't know how they could be dismayed by the fact that they saw her. Maybe they'll give her some trouble or something. But the only other thing I would think of is that, as we remember from the story, is that, you know, Kanen betrayed, but there was no, you know, the School Idol Association. But that would be a reason for her to be falling apart. Maybe it has to do something with Anju. I don't know though. The fact that they kind of showed those girls at the end makes me think otherwise. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. If you guys got any predictions on why Emma would be like this. we'll have to see. But as far as I can tell, the story, especially going forward, is that we have the two separate ideals, but the girls are just rivals. They have different ways of thinking, and they're not gonna like fight or something, but they're gonna perform and say, my ideals are better. I'm gonna do better at this Squall Festival, and they're gonna show off and see who does better. And I guess the goal is for these girls in the club to win, but I don't know when that festival is going to be happening in terms of the anime. If it's at the very end, that's when they're going to show off their ideals, or if Lanju's eventually going to, if the festival's in the middle and Lanju's going to join, it probably maybe more like that, but we'll have to see. But it looks like we're not going to do an episode focusing on each girl. It's kind of hard to do that, and especially if you look at the name of the next episode, it's Rainbow, so that's telling me it's just a bunch of girls. We're not going to have focus episodes on these girls specifically, but we'll probably have focus episodes on the new girls. Maybe. Well, they'll be getting songs, and we already got a Danchu song. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments below. What did you like? What did you dislike? What do you look forward to? What are you not looking forward to? And how do you feel about their new direction and how they're going to be handling Nanju, Shiriko, and Mia? I'm curious to see what you guys think about it and if you're liking it so far. I'm also liking it. When I watched it, it did not feel like 20 minutes. It went by quick. And honestly, new songs are just been great. And Utopia looks pretty good so far. So I'm definitely excited for the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And of course, I'll be trying to do all these as soon as possible for every week. So look forward to many more of this in the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And hope to catch you guys in another video soon.